Alrighty. I haven't played with Astro for a few months, like in depth, and now they've just released version 3. So, just gonna... one of the latest ones, so 12 hours ago, this dude, James Quick, put up a quick crash course on it. I reckon I'll know most of it as it is, but it'll be interesting to see some of the new features and whatever it has. I'm only really... I don't know if I'm streaming this public or private, I don't know. But I've just not been very focused the last week or so, and yeah, when I'm streaming, even if no one's watching, I still try to keep track of what I'm doing. So I'm not going to sit there and play this whole thing in front of you or whatnot, but I'm just going to skip
in a world of weight.
Actually, I'll do it on my other screen, unless it's particularly pertinent. So
too many JavaScript frameworks. I think Astro is one of the ones directly different in comparison to Gatsby and Next.
Yeah, so I don't really need
these files and look a little bit at what is there. So one of the things that is most important with Astro is they have a built-in routing through the pages directory. So any file.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been using Astro for nearly 2 years, like since
class. So that's
pre-beta.
By using our slot. And then lastly, we have additional styles down here, and notice these are marked as global styles. So previously we saw scoped styles for a given component. In this case, these are global to apply in every piece of our application. So we have our pages, we have our layouts, and then we use our layouts to wrap the content inside of our page. And then additionally, we can have components, so prop things all inside of here. Now again, all of this is by creating this stuff is static by default. So let's take a look at what we're actually going to build. Now I have a demo running at localhost 3000, and this is the full demo for my Astro course that I've been working on. And this goes really in depth where we have off the post here. We have pagination built in for this as well. So if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see we have a next button to get to the
setting up tailwind,
so that we can build this up ourselves. Now the first thing I want to do is install Tailwind. So if we come to the Astro docs, one handy thing that you can do is Command K to pull up a search. And if I just search in here for Tailwind, there is an integration in Astro for Tailwind, which gives you one command to install Tailwind using npx astro add. So they have this for a lot of different things. We're going to use this for Tailwind, so we can run this command. It's going to do a few things. It's going to ask.
Alright, I haven't even set up the environment yet, so let's just muddle our way through that. Alright, I've got so many of these. I've barely used this for ages as well. So create new. Actually, do we? No. No, what I want to do is go via the terminal, I think. Oh. Going back and forth between windows and whatnot. I sometimes forget. Alright, so what's just npm create, or is it npx create? Let's bring up the Astro as well, I guess. That'll be handy. So I'm not going to follow James's to the letter, but he's probably a bit more advanced than others right now. So Astro 3 is here. Yeah, cool. Bananas. Alright, that was just 2 days ago. No, yesterday. I don't know. So we view transition API. So this one I think was a big deal. I've only looked into it a little. Like I don't know, it sort of gives it more of a spa feeling, I guess, rather than having to use all the other add-ons and random JavaScript is just sort of stuck into the browser itself. I don't know whether I'm going to have to update my browsers or not, because I think they're about a month out of date. Oh yeah, so been possible inside spas, blah blah blah. Yeah, cool. Image optimization, okay, sure. Faster rendering performance, cool. SSR enhancements, cool. I've been using SSR for about a year now. I was one of the first few to jump on that when it was released in Solid late last year. HMR, what's HMR? Oh, hot. I think that's hot. Something reloading. Cool. Optimized build. Yep. Okay. Cool. What? Oh, let's try it out in your browser. What about if I just yeah, so I can program in pretty much all those. Have a look at that. This would be cool if it's got all of them. Svelte and Vue. Oh, so it doesn't have Solid in there. Solid is the one that I've been using the most. I don't want React. Maybe Preact, but Svelte, Vue, and Solid are the ones I want. No, alright. Won't do that. You know what, just let's do this. Hey, where'd it go? It's no, is that going to be right? Actually, before I do that, so that's just a list of the frameworks that are available with it. Can always add it in later. So look, what are the integrations we've got here? Tailwind, MarkDoc, yep, cool. I like that. Markdown, MDX. I was using MDX before, and I've got nano stores on my thing. I didn't use it much, but I guess it's got some. It's got its uses. Alright, cool. Templates. Oh, Dino. I quite like using Dino rather than other, but Starlight Tailwind. What the hell is that? Oh, right. I remember, yeah. So Starlight is, I'm pretty sure I saw, I can't remember his name. But anyway, the dude who's building this stuff, yeah, just released Starlight on Product Hunt a couple of days ago. I haven't even looked at it yet. Yeah, Product Hunt. Live, make your doc shine, Starlight, everything to build a solid documentation website. Let's have a look. Is there an example? Oh, this is the Starlight thing. Okay. I sort of want to see what it what it looks like when you've got more stuff. I don't want to spend hours doing that. I want to make a decision. Well, you know. Source, under content, docs, guides. So that's going to be under... Is that how this works? I can't remember. It's been a long time. You know what? I don't think I'm going to use Starlight just yet. I just want to set up a basic site. What if we just npm create Astro latest, right? Let's forget about any other frameworks, templates and whatnot. So let's have a look. What's his face doing here? How did he build that? Was that just straight from the start?
Ask us if we want to install. Using npx Astro add. So they had this for a lot of different things.
Alright, so he'd already built this. Alright, I'm just going to go raw dog. npm create Astro latest. Yep. Desert 01. Astro 3. Yeah. Just in case I don't touch it again for a month, I know what it is. Include sample files. Use blog template for empty. Include sample files. Okay, I'll just go with the recommendation, I guess. Just grab a drink. Okay. Template copied, installed back. Yep, sure. on mobile internet out in the country. So yeah, I don't know if I've got a resource management thing on this computer. Yes. I'll just go recommended. Initialize new Git repository. Yeah, as well. Alright. Let's take a look. Cool. Let's publish it. Keep it. Open source is fine. Cannot publish unborn head. What have I done? I haven't heard that one for a while. Let's see if Claude can tell me what's going on. Why didn't that just push existing oh, let's just do that. I think I've not seen that error for ages. I must have missed a step there. Okay, so city as it does 01 what do you call it? Does a 01 Astro 3. Alright, so here yeah, what? What have I done? Oh, alright. That's weird. Where is it gone? How do I just create a new file? Here we go. Alright. How do we reload this? Let's close and reopen. What the fuck is going on then? These are such dumb things that when you haven't really been doing much on it for years. Is it just because I didn't commit? Did I just forget that? It's like usually do. I'm an idiot. Oh man. I was just like, why can't it publish? Why can't it publish? Right, let's check that it's actually out there now. Yeah, alright, all here. Sweet. And just check out and then files. Yeah, cool, all there. How big's that node modules? Oh god. Probably used my monthly quota of fucking bandwidth. Alright, open this Visual Studio Code. Let's go. I'm pretty sure it's already done the npm install. I haven't really been using Copilot much either. No, I've been using Bard and other stuff. I mean, they're not integrated, but that's okay, because Copilot was actually getting in the way a lot, like just with all the nonsense it would do there. And we've already got the scaffolding out, so I'll leave that for now. Alright, just do a npm install to check everything's there. Yep, cool, all good. What's this 4321 bullshit? okay. Alright, cool. I'll turn this off. Welcome Astro. Right, good. Code challenge. Tweak the welcome to Astro message. Ah, come on. Alright, getting ahead. Pages, index. Break this down. Hey. Alright. That works. Alright, what next? Themes. Let's have a quick look at the themes, just in case. I mean, I'll make my own anyway, but if there's already some good jump starts, then am I just reading from there or what? Astropod, Serverless Podcast, Stone, Milky Way, nice. Alright, they all look good. I'll play with them later. Let's just see what James was talking about. And we'll run through the rest of the the rest of this. Where's did I close James's? Oh, that's it. Oh. Hmm.
Things. We're going to use this for Tailwind, so we can run this command. And it's going to do a few things. It's going to ask us if we want to install the Tailwind CSS package. We say yes, or
I wonder why I specified that one, not just latest. Anyway, we'll go with that. Oh shit, over this side. So what's he doing there? npm install Astro JS Tailwind CSS at 3.0.24, I think. Did I write all that correctly? Yeah, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate when shit like this happens, man. Oh, let's just install Tailwind as it is, not specifying a version. No, that's better. So what version did we get then? If that's the thing. 5? What the fuck? Why does he run 3 in there?
Why? That's awesome. And then it's also going to create the Tailwind config file so that we don't have to do any of that stuff ourselves.
Oh, does that give us the... Oh, did I type in the wrong stuff to initiate it? So we got Astro config. Where's the Tailwind config? I forget where it is. Huh.
And then additionally, it's going to update the Astro config file to say that we're actually going to use that plugin.
No, it did not. I know I can do all this myself. I've done it a million times, but I might as well try and do it from there. So if I, what I'm going to do is, I'll just undo that. So if we get rid of the, oh, actually, if we, so now if I just do npm install again, it should uninstall that. Remove 41 packages. Okay. Woof. What was the actual code that he used there? Like, it seemed a bit strange.
So it's going to update the config file. We say it's going to do a few things. We're going to use this for Tailwind, so we can run this command. It's going to...
Oh, right. Okay. I totally missed that. npx astro add Tailwind. Alright, alright, that's good. Cool, it's got that. Sweet as. Let's have a look at the config. Yeah, alright, nothing there, but it's fine. I've got a shitload of Tailwind CSS stuff that I've done in the past, so just port across some of that if I really need it. That should be fine. Let's actually check if everything worked. So well, I doubt anything actually changed because there's nothing there. So let's have a look in the config. Oh, it's been so long since I did any Tailwind. We'll just continue.
It's going to do a few things. It's going to ask us if we want to install the Tailwind CSS package. We say yes or Y. That's awesome. And then it's also going to create the Tailwind config file so that we don't have to do any of that stuff ourselves. And then additionally, it's going to update the Astro config file to say that we're actually going to use that plugin. So if we look inside of the Astro config file, it's saying we're going to use the Tailwind integration. If we look inside of the Tailwind config file, here's the config that we will update in a little bit as we work with this. But now Tailwind should be working in our application. So let's just take a look at what this looks like now. There's not going to be a lot here. So let's run this again inside of our H1 or inside of our index. Let's just say this is going to be Rhythm Nation log. That's kind of the demo that we end up building. So this should look very basic and kind of raw, and we'll need to come in and fill in all the gaps. So after this refreshes, there is what we have, and we can test to see if Tailwind is working by giving this just one style at least. So text 4XL should make this a lot bigger, and there you have it. So
is that
we
a
have
standard
Tailwind
one?
configured.
Yeah, I think it is actually. Let's test that. So what we got is well, there's already a whole bunch of styles on here, so I should eliminate some of this. Let's have a look at the layout. How we look in here. Yep, cool. Yeah, where's I get that? Is that up in the front matter? Yep. Astro.props, title, string. Alright, so that's decided on here. Welcome to, and it sends through the layout, title, welcome to Astro. So title, is that going to be, is that the title of that? Right, yep, so that's the name of the page. When you're doing the title is tab name, what I can't remember what it's called. Alright, so main, do we need, oh, I'll leave the SVG stuff, no I won't, I'm never going to use that. Glasses text gradient, where's it get that from? So wait, where are the defaults? I can't even remember that now. It's on public, isn't it? Nope. Just the layout? Oh yeah, global. Okay. Ah, there it is. Alright, cool. That looks a bit... I don't remember exactly what it looked like previously, but looks a bit interesting. 90% of what I've been doing in the last year, or nearly a year, is just using Solid.js and Solid Start, so it all looks a lot different, but, well, the same but different. But what I do love about coming back to Astro is it's simpler, and you can add complexity rather than starting out complex. We've got cards there, that's cool. How does it define those things? Alright, that's cool. Rawr. What is that? And R-A... Alright, I can figure all that out later. That's fine. Yep, cool, that works. Oh. 3, yep, that's better. Text gradient stuff, yep, no, it's alright, I'm just gonna get a head for it, and... Hang on, does that? Right, I think inline, so this stuff here is inline, yeah, this will override any other layouts. You know what, I'm going to that's called, instead of index, let's call this welcome. we'll just call it Astro. Yep, cool. And now we'll start new. So this one, fix Astro. So it should come up blank. Yep, sweet. Right, that's cool. Now we can start from scratch on this, but have all the styles and stuff ready to go if we need it. Wunderbar. Right, so import layout from layouts, Astro, layout, title. Yep, cool. I'll just basically do this. Alright, so we want front meta, and import layout from, oh there we go. I don't like using semicolons, sue me. Right, so layout title equals page, figure that out later. Layout h1 class equal, actually we'll just leave that for now. I just want to see let's just do that. How come that didn't hot reload? So restart the server. Yeah, okay. I think just lost connection to the deploy page. So home page h1 class. So right. So the layout. This background color is coming from where? Must be here. That's okay. That's gonna want to fix that later. So we got right. H1 is not defined anywhere there. So if I put in class of what was he saying? Text for, oh god, it takes me a take me a bit to get back on it. Remembering for Excel, that's right. I used to be able to memorize the entire. Pretty much the entire batch. So go back here. Yep. Okay. That's already built in.
In our application, we're kind of starting from scratch, and we're going to build out several pages, including all of our blog posts. All right, I'm going to go into our layout, and I'm going to copy and paste in a snippet to kind of replace what's here. So not much has changed, but we do have a few additional things. We're referencing a header and footer component, which we'll come back to. Then we've updated our props to accept not just the title, but also description and an image. And then we have default properties for each one of these.
I'm going to put that on the other page where I can see it in full screen without having to go back and forth so much.
Now no title, but replace what's here. So not much into our layout, and I'm going to copy and paste in a snippet to kind of replace what's here. So not much has changed, but we do have a few additional things. We're referencing.
Where did you put that? Alright, let's see where he's going with that. I'm not sure why he'd take it out of the layout.
Taking a header and footer component, which we'll come back to.
So we're in the layout.
Then we've updated our props to accept not just the title, but also description and an image. And then we have default properties for each one of these. Now notice this is referencing an image that is missing, so we'll actually come back to that in a minute. And then inside of our HTML, we have basically the same thing, except now we are giving some styles to our body.
Oh, did he copy and paste this from somewhere else? I was just not watching properly.
By giving this just one style at least, so tag one config, including all of our blog posts. All right, I'm going to go into our layout, and I'm going to copy and paste in a snippet to kind of replace what's here. So not much has changed, but we do have a few additional things.
I think I must have done a jump cut there. Hang on. Alright, so we've got interface props. We'll just follow along. He's already built, well, he hasn't built it yet, but he's importing a header. Whoops. So we'll just follow along for that. And, yes, doesn't work yet. So import footer from. Alright, so with the interface props, does that? Yeah, I think it needs a title, description, and image. Alright, oh, okay, I see. He's put that there, so it's excuse me, so it's not mandatory, and he's got something else later on that defines it. Right, so const title. Oh, okay. This is interesting. This is sort of a compound constant, I guess. I'm not sure if I've seen this in Astro before.
Referencing a header and footer component, which we'll come back to. Then we've updated our props to accept not just the title, but also description and an image. And then we have default properties for each one of these. Now notice this is referencing an image that is missing, so we'll actually come back to that in a minute. And then inside of our HTML, we have basically the same.
All right, we didn't mention that, but yeah, I can't remember if you could do that before. So all of this is Astro props. So you go astro.props title later on, I guess.
is missing, so we'll actually come back to that in a minute. And then inside of our HTML, we have basically the same thing, except now we are giving some styles to our body, and then we have a
So he's adding some styles. I'll just copy paste that crap. It's fine. Well, not copy. Can't copy off a video. And he's using what's it called? What's that? 1FR. Okay. It's alright.
have a header, a footer component, and then reference our slot. So we need to go into our components directory and actually create the header and footer. So let's go into the header.astro, and I'll paste in a snippet here as well. So in this case,
oh god, he's put in a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, I'm not gonna do all of that. What about in the layout? Has that already got sort of a header? No. Oh, maybe I'll go to the index page. No. What's this heartbeat shit? Language, what the hell? We should have a bit more of a... it's just trying to check it in real time when it's still breaking half the time. I'll have to see if I can make it... make it delay a bit. Alright, I don't know where this heartbeat one's going to come from yet, but we'll figure it out. So that all looks pretty correct. Yeah, good, good, good. Don't have a formatter yet.
So what we have is our header. We then have the image component, which we'll come back to in a second. And then we have...
No, and then he's got a paragraph something or other here. Let's just put this in. Looking. Smell bacon. What the fuck is that? Can I do something about that? Because I'm going to be doing a lot of things. Astro language server, runtime, path of the node executable, trace server. Is that it? Alright, that's it. Alright, let's just get this done. Alright, alright.
Have a couple of links at the end of this for home, about, and blog. So let's save that, and then we should have one additional component that we're missing, which is our footer. So this footer is going to be even more simple, where it just has some background color.
Alright. I think we're most of the way
A little
where he's up to.
piece of text, etc. So now this should at least display. We see we have this missing image over here, so we'll need to fix that. So let's go back to our application, and what you can do is in the GitHub repository, I'll show you a few different times where you might do this. There's a few things that you might need to copy over to be able to follow this demo. So in this repo, under the public directory, there's the heartbeat.png, and then under the images tab, we're going to copy over all of those images as well. So I have these ready to copy over. So again, you'll have to download these from that GitHub repository, but I'm going to copy the heartbeat image there. So there's the heartbeat. And then additionally, we're going to copy over an images directory that has all of these images that we'll use for our blog post in a minute. So you can see that we have all of these referenced here. And notice inside of our layout, we are referencing a default image of images / and then band.jpg, which is this one right here. So again, you can go and grab all those sample files, and then we should now see and hear that this image is showing up. We have our nav working. We don't have these pages created yet, so we'll come back.
Alright, Oh, fuck. Where'd it go? Alright, I'll just go with those. And what was his other one? The heartbeat something or other. What's a heartbeat got to do with it? Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Whatever. Done with looking at all these bloody photos. Let's just get something that's similar there. So now, actually, one other thing I want to do here is in the layout. What? Why doesn't it? Doesn't know where that is. It's a bit weird. All right, and the header. Why is it straight under? Okay, if I move it there, I'm not sure why he's got it there, but yep. Alright, cool. It's fine. Got no more 404s. Let's just double check on this. Cool. Alright, what's the next?
Flash and then band.jpg, which is this one right here. So again, you can go and grab all those sample files, and then we should now see and hear that this image is showing up. We have our nav working. We don't have these pages created yet, so we'll come back to that in a second. But we do have the home page, but this is missing a little bit of styles as well, because we should kind of center that and make it go in the middle of the page for the main content. So what I'm going to do is create a new component in Astro, main.astro, and then I'm going to paste in another snippet, again with just some styles with Tailwind. So we're setting padding on the X side, we set a max width, and then we're centering this to go in the center of the screen. So now that we have that component inside of our layout, we can reference that main component and then surround all of our content with it. We'll need to import this main component from components directory, and we'll import main. And then now this should look a lot better in here. Now, one additional thing that I did in the final example, just so we can reuse this, is create an h1.astro component.
Is that where it's from? It's not picking up the files correctly. Oh man, some motherfucker's cooking. Yeah, I think it's pork chops. God damn it. I guess I don't know what I'm having to eat for dinner.
Now this should look a lot better in here. Now, one additional thing that I did in the final example, just so we can reuse this, is create an h1.astro component. You need to make sure that's named correctly as Astro. And then I will copy over this one as well. So this one is relatively simple. We take one property, which is our text, we destructure that, we render it, and then we have our basic styles for our h1. So inside of our index page, we can now replace our manual h1 by...
Wait, why? Why isn't that just a class?
So inside of our index page, we can now replace our manual h1 by referencing that h1 tag, set the text to rhythm nation blog, and then we'll need to import this as well. So we'll import the...
I kind of get it. Like, it'll have to become clearer later, because it just seems pointless doing that when all you're doing is applying a class and putting a text in it. When you do that anyway in the air quote manual one in Solid.js, because I had a lot more stuff. So, for instance, actually, I've got examples of it. If this is still working. Right, so this is something I was making about 6 months ago. And so things like these fonts, I'm not sure if that's going to work, yeah. And they're difficult to implement as just a normal thing. So instead, there's other... Oh, fuck's sake, go away. Where's the dialogue? Oh, come on, go away. Do none of these work? Right, so yeah, obviously these are components. So I was doing the Nano Store stuff here as well. Still got to get my head around how that works. Yeah, so these dialogues. So these ones here are very specific. I can't be bothered going into the code, but yeah, these are components because it's each one is super different. Oh, this one has a whole bunch of... Anyway, I'm interested to figure out what the reasoning behind this is, but let's just do it anyway.
Nation
so
our baseline, we take one property, which is our tech.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Next, we destructure that, we render it, and then we have our basic styles for our H1. So inside of our index page, we can now replace our manual H1 by referencing that H1 tag, set the tag.
Do I have to import it? Yeah, I think I do. That doesn't cascade import from layout. That'll be cool. Hang on, I'll just see what he does.
Text to rhythm nation blog, and then we'll need to import this as well. So we'll import.
Doesn't need to import it. I was wondering if Astro had some mad skills on that yet. So yeah, text equals text page. Because it can get confusing if you come back in a month and you forget that your component is there. Yeah, H1's not defined. Why didn't it pick it up there? Well, I don't know. There's a fair few non-completey things I've not done here. Maybe I'll turn them all off when I had Copilot running. That could be it. Alright. Alright, we're halfway through this tutorial. I need a break, so I'm going to turn this off and come back do part 2 later on.